Well, hello everybody. Welcome back to Only Leeds Bros. And hope everybody is doing well. Well, I suppose as well as you can be on a Monday, long way away from the weekend. But look, you have to get through it together. And Leeds United popping up with a bit of news today. They have confirmed that they are expanding Elland Road. The capacity from 37,890 will be increased to 53,000. So that will see an increase of 15,110 seats, which is obviously brilliant news and obviously great news if you're on a season ticket waiting list, which we don't really know too much about. And we know that there's somewhere around 27,000 on, well, that's kind of the rumoured um, waiting list. So 15,000 of that. So I'm on that list myself. So let's hope that we'll be getting a season ticket sooner than later for Elland Road. It'll have to be unbelievable. So yeah, did a bit of digging into this one. So the last time Elland Road was renovated was back in 2012, and the last time it was expanded was 1994, and that was a great year because that was the year I was born. So over 30 years ago was the last time Elland Road was expanded. And look, I think we were all kind of true for ourselves. It definitely needs it, especially the west and the north stand. I actually don't think is too bad, but that is a rumor that's going to be redeveloped is the west and the north stand. I was in the north stand for the Norwich playoff semi-final game, and yeah, it was like a trip back through time. And I walked in, it was like back in the 70s. The toilets, it was like an old flusher coming up out of the ceiling to flush the toilets and everything. So yeah, it's about time that Leeds United kind of start going with the modern times. I know we're all kind of a little bit fearful of basically Elland Road losing its atmosphere, but I think look at people make football clubs, and I've been travelling over to Leeds since I was 13, and the Leeds United fan base will never be a quiet fan base. Put it that way. Look, we're all kind of talking about the atmosphere at Elland Road. Look, you're gonna have that your dips, your ups and downs, and once we kind of get into the season, the ball gets rolling, we start winning games, and we're top of the league, we'll be well behind them. So look, for me, the Elland Road atmosphere will always be unique. It'll never go corporate or hospitality or like that. It's the people that make Leeds United, and yeah, I'm just absolutely delighted to see it. So the expansion does see Elland Road move up to the seventh biggest stadium in the UK, which, when you think about it, is unbelievable. So that'll see us behind the likes of Old Trafford, obviously West Ham's London Stadium, the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, Anfield, Emirates, and the Etihad. So that sees us out passing St James's Park, the Stadium of Light, Villa Park, and Stamford Bridge. So when you put it like that, it's absolutely massive for the football club. And look, we all kind of know where the 49ers are doing this. Elland Road has been sold out for the last 5 or 6 years. Every home game, pre-season games against Valencia, it's absolutely stacked. You can't get a ticket. So this obviously is in the best interest of the 49ers, obviously, to increase revenue. We know there's going to be a little bit of hospitality there to kind of pay it back. Hopefully not too much. So again, you don't kind of have your day trippers kind of taking advantage of it, and ones that don't support the football club basically just going on and buying hospitality tickets and that. But look, that's obviously a conversation for another day. But for me, look, I think it's well overdue. Elland Road needs it. We need to kind of get with the times. As much as we love Elland Road and it's unique, the South Stand is still going to be there, which is obviously the main kind of singing section. You'll probably see, if they're going to redevelop the West Stand, you might see away fans move back into the cheese wedge. Obviously, it depends on what way it goes, but you'd like to think that's probably what's going to happen. We're still going to have the Jack Tarleton stand. So look, it's still going to be Elland Road to me. Look, I just think it's brilliant news for the football club, and it's well overdue. If any of you did kind of read what the club released, it didn't really give a time frame when it's going to happen. Does it kind of affect if we're going to be in the Championship or in the Premier League? They never really delved into anything like that. They did obviously speak about transport to and from the stadium, trains and buses and stuff like that, which obviously is well overdue as well, because anyone kind of knows if you're going to Elland Road, it's not great. They obviously have a couple of the shuttle buses and that go to Elland Road, and then it's kind of taxis, and you'll have a couple of people walking and that to Elland Road. So yeah, look, to me, it can only be a positive for the football club, and like that people are being on waiting list for season tickets. Of course, it's going to benefit them, which is obviously good as well. You're getting new people into Elland Road, and you'd like to think it's going to increase the atmosphere as well. So look, I think it's brilliant news for the football club, and we're definitely going to move forward. There's obviously been a lot of talk as well. Does this affect PSR? But it doesn't. So what we've told, any kind of sort of expansion or redevelopment of like training grounds, academies, or anything like that, that doesn't include PSR. So this makes complete sense for the 49ers when you kind of break it down and you look at it. Obviously, we know the 49ers have tons of cash. They can't really spend it due to PSR and the championship. We obviously have that spending limit there. So for them, how else do they make money? Let's expand Elland Road, bring more revenue in, and it fills their pockets and it keeps the fans happy. So the way they're looking at it is a win-win for everyone. And look, it's an absolute no-brainer. So obviously, that was kind of a question that was kind of put out there. Will this affect PSR? And no, it doesn't. So that's obviously good news as well for the football club. Also, another question that was asked is, when will it start? And does Premier League status matter? They didn't basically answer it. And to me, the 49ers are going to be in this for the long run. And I don't think Premier League status is going to matter. Look, it'd obviously be nice. New redeveloped stadium going into the Premier League. It'd obviously go hand in hand with each other. So to me, yeah, it would be class. But I don't think it's the be all and end all for Leeds United. I think even if we are in the championship, you probably will see the 49ers push through with this either way. And it's like that I said, look, it's a no-brainer. They have the money there, and it will increase the revenue Elland Road. And even if we are in the championship again next year, Jesus Christ, I hope we're not. But even if we are in the championship again next year, we're still going to sell out every single week. The only kind of downside to it and the only kind of fear of it is this is being ultra negative. Leeds United don't go up this year, and we're there again next year with even less parachute payments, and we kind of start floundering in the championship. You'll kind of start seeing attendance dwindle down, and you have a redeveloped stadium, and kind of like what we seen back in the league one day, and on the Chileno with the upper tier, the East Stand not open. And look, we don't want that as well. So look, is it going to be a big all and end all if we don't get to the Premier League? No, I don't think so, but it will certainly help. And look, that's obviously, again, another argument for another day. You'll have the loyal supporters following them up and down the country, away fans, and obviously home fans to go to every single game through thick and thin. And then you'll obviously have the glory hunter fans that will just want to be in Elland Road when things are all gone good. So yeah, guys, just said I'll jump on and do a quick video. Look, I think it's absolute brilliant news for the football club, and look, we have to progress. We have to start rolling with modern times. We're still obviously staying in Elland Road, which for me is unbelievable. I think this is probably the best case scenario. The worst case scenario would have been if we had it like Arsenal, like Goodison Park, like the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, like West Ham, knocking your stadium down or moving to another ground, which for me would just be absolutely horrendous. Like, could you imagine Elland Road being knocked down or moving to another location in Leeds? Looking for me, that's just the worst case scenario. So this is the best case scenario for everyone, I think, and is expanding Elland Road and moving on what we already have. So look, as I said, look, I think it's absolutely brilliant for the football club. We'll get into a couple of comments. Amy Tolan says, great news for Leeds. And yeah, look, I do. I think it's so good for the football club, and it pushes us on that little level. And like that, when you think about it, to be the seventh biggest stadium in English football, when you look at who's in the Premier League and you look at the stadiums like that past St James's Park Stadium, like Villa Park and Stamford Bridge, like that is absolutely massive. So yeah, just let us jump on, give me thoughts. It's obviously massive news for the football club going forward. And let me know what you guys think in the comments below, whether you've kind of the pros and cons of it. Obviously, there's a couple of fans and a couple of negative comments. It kind of seems like Leeds United fans are never happy one way or another. But I think it's good news for us. But if you're going to do see any negative or any kind of downside of it, which look at, this is kind of an open space. It's not kind of an echo chamber where like one comment or one kind of thought is kind of channeled. It's obviously out there. Like if you obviously have any sort of kind of negative thought in it, don't be afraid to put it across. But like I've already seen one, well, this is Red Bull's chance now to rename it RB Road or Red Bull Road or whatever it may be. Look, it's just absolutely not going to happen. Like with Prague and the 49ers would be absolutely mental to do that. Like at the end of the day, they're in for profit. If they're going to rename Elland Road Red Bull Leeds, it will obviously break that relationship with the fans. And is he going to do that? No, he's here to obviously make money, and he doesn't want to lose. He doesn't want to start having fans boycotting games or not buying tickets because it's going to be called RB Leeds or Red Bull road or whatever you want to call it. So yeah, I just think that's absolutely out of the question. For me, I don't see any negatives in it whatsoever. I do think it's time that Elland Road kind of got with the times and Leeds United kind of got with the times. And again, that's another step forward for a football club to see us back at the elite level like that. 7th biggest stadium in the UK. We obviously know Goodison Park. Well, Everton's new stadium is going to be redeveloped, so it'll probably put us down to about 8th. But in the grand scheme of things, it's absolutely brilliant. So, yeah, as I said, guys, don't forget to smash a like on the video. Don't forget to subscribe, get your comments in, and hit your notification bell for any upcoming videos. And, yeah, get your comments across, guys, and let us know what you think. Hope you all have a good week ahead. And we'll catch you probably Thursday for Daniel Farke's press conference. And any others got Dylan will be back with us. If there anything is in the meantime that breaks, we'll obviously jump on and we'll do another video as well. So yeah, I think that's kind of everything kind of wrapped up. So catch us again on Thursday and hope you all have a good week.